Hi, I'm James, head boy here at Merchant Taylors Boys School. Welcome to our virtual open day. Let's go and take a look inside. I'm delighted to have been appointed as a new head boy. I started the school in year 3. I didn't know anyone at the school, so I was just joining fresh with no friends. From then, I've grown massively to where I am now. The school's offered me so many different opportunities that's allowed me to grow in confidence. I'm currently studying Spanish, economics and maths. Coming to Merchants has really helped me broaden my view on which subjects. I wouldn't have ever said I was going to do Spanish A-level 2 or 3 years ago, but having done it at GCSE and seeing how fun it can be, learning a language, it's definitely encouraged me to take it on into the future. Here at this school we have a weekly game session. From there you get the options of hockey, cricket, rugby, football, and also on Friday afternoons we have something called GTX, which is basically another activities afternoon where there's loads of different things, so from cooking to rock climbing, orienteering, basically anything you can imagine. They change each term, so you get to try loads of different things throughout the year, and that's really good to develop different skills from different activities which then you can use to help you in your school life. I think one thing this school does really well is mixing the pupils when they first join the school. So in year 7, in the first week, you actually go on a school trip to an activity centre, so you get put into different teams and you mix with everyone in the year group. So that's when people really form their friendship groups straight away. I also think all the boys here are very friendly. Everyone's very accepting, and naturally I think in the first couple of weeks of year 7 you kind of make your friendship groups and they kind of form naturally. I think we're very close here at Merchants. I think, right from year 7 to year 13, I think everyone kind of knows each other and it does kind of feel like one big family. Big difference going into sixth form is you only do 3 or 4 subjects. Also we get a lot of careers help and a lot of UCAS help. On Friday mornings, each week we'll have an assembly where our careers teacher here at the school, Mrs. Me, will talk us through all the different things about applications and which unis are best to go to for certain careers. For the year 7s here we have a peer support system, so about a group of 7 or 8, and we'll just basically talk about different things so that if they've ever got any issues or any questions about the school, they can go up to them and ask them about them. It's a very special school. I think it gets the perfect mix of the history and also modern buildings as well. Every staff member I've met at the school has been very friendly and supportive, especially I think during my GCSE years. I grew very close to the teachers, and now if I had any problems, even outside the classroom, I would go to them for support. I think there's so many options here at Merchants. It's taught me so many different skills. I've played different sports, done different events. I think it's shaped me into the person I am today.
My name is David Wicks and I'm the headmaster of Merchant Taylors Boys School. So Merchant Taylors Boys School has got a proud history. We've been around for 400 years and we've got a strong connection with the local area. I think the school's well known for a number of things. We always achieve strong academic results, including getting boys into Oxford and Cambridge. We've got a plethora of extracurricular opportunities, whether that be sport, music, drama or CCF, something of which we're very proud. We've also got these magnificent buildings. The Clock Tower on Liverpool Road, an iconic landmark. And indeed I was speaking to one old boy who was a merchant sailor, and he said as he came into Liverpool Harbour he was able to see the Clock Tower from the sea, and it always told him he was home. For me, the thing that's most special about Merchant Taylors are the people. We've got wonderful teachers, subject specialists, and the boys, well, they are simply fantastic. They come here with ambition, they want to learn, they want to achieve, they want to participate, they want to thrive. Put those two groups together and you have a really, really special community. It's that makes Merchant Taylors such a special place to be. One of the school's values is character, and we believe that character is developed outside of the classroom in the many different activities that take place. Merchant Taylors has a proud sporting reputation. We put out teams in all manner of sports: rugby, football, hockey, cricket, tennis, golf, cross-country, athletics. There are so many opportunities for boys to participate, either as an individual or as part of a team. But we don't just focus on sport. Music is expanding under the direction of Mr. Harrison. It is just fantastic watching the boys up on stage, throwing themselves into their parts and roles. The CCF is a huge part of the school. Every Thursday on this ground, the parade ground as we call it, we see over 100 boys parade. We see boys develop skills of leadership, organisation, and they take responsibility, things that are going to make such a difference for them when they go out into the world. Extracurricular activities at the school are so important. It's through them that character is developed. But we also believe in excellence. If you're going to do something, do it well. Yes, have fun. Enjoy yourselves, but push yourselves hard. You've been given ability, You've been given talent. Don't squander it. Don't waste it. Push hard. There are, of course, numerous sports tours, some of them to Europe, some of them even further afield. As you'll know, this is our 400th anniversary, and 2 of our old boys were integral in the foundation of Barcelona Football Club. Indeed, the fact that Barcelona play in their colours they do is down to this school, because those were the colours of this sports teams at the time. So our football players went out on a football tour and they enjoyed the hospitality at the Camp Nou, and particularly enjoyed handing over the current school football shirt, which now takes pride of place in the Barcelona Football Club Museum. I think one of the things I most enjoy about working here is watching the boys develop on their journey through school. At Merchants, we talk about ambition, about character, and about excellence. Ambition. We want the boys to be ambitious for themselves. We want them to aim high, to go as far as they can go. Not in a place that we tell them to go, but in a place that they want to go. We say about aiming as high as you can. And as I go on to meet people, meet old boys beyond school, I can see all the hallmarks of a merchant's man, that character.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm in Year 6 at Merchant Taylors Junior Boys School. When I came here, I didn't know anyone. I just moved from the Midlands. Everyone was so friendly. I made friends really quickly. If you join the school in the juniors, you don't have to be worried about if you're going to fit in.
Hello, my name is Arav and I'm in Year 6. We're here in the lunchroom and all the food is amazing, and I especially like the sweet chilli chicken wrap. I was a bit nervous before the entrance exam, but once I was in the entrance exam, I found it quite easy to get through the questions. It was really nothing to worry about.
You don't have to worry about the entrance exam because teachers in Year 6 help you so much. They make sure you're prepared and you don't have to worry.
I look forward to coming to the school in the morning because it's very fun, and I know that the day ahead of me will be very good and I'll get to learn more.
I look forward to coming to school in the morning because of all the opportunities and seeing my friends. I like to play rugby and cricket since it boosts my confidence, teamwork, sportsmanship, and it helps me with my academic too.
There's lots of opportunities to do sports and activities. You get to play against other schools, you get to do inter-house matches, sports day and rugby competitions, so it's fun. Sports are really good in this school.
And you'll have lots of choice if you like sports or maybe indoor board games. There's everything to choose from. I've started to play guitar and it's really good.
The teachers are great, they are easy to understand, they're really friendly.
The teachers are really nice and the support is very good. They have different sets for different capabilities to teach different things, and hopefully other sets can maybe move up if they start to get a better understanding. And you get to go on different trips, sometimes abroad.
At the end of last year, we went to Newlands in the Lake District. It let me open up my confidence and do all adventurous things.
My favourite lesson is history. I find it really interesting to know about what happened in the past.
I quite like English because you get to be very creative.
I'm really looking forward to going to the senior boys' school since of all the opportunities there is.
In Year 6, we have the buddy programme where you get paired up with a Year 3 student who is trying to get used to the school. They can come to us if they have any problems or they just want to talk to us.
When I leave school, I either want to be a rugby player or a doctor.
I like how the school pushes you, it makes you do your limit, helps you to get a better understanding of everything.
You'll fit in perfectly.
Hi, my name is Tom and I'm in Year 10 in Merchant Taylors Boys School.
Hi, my name is Methil. I joined the school halfway through Year 8 in April. I was nervous at first, not used to the environment, not used to the people, and I had a lot to catch up on. But with the help of the teachers, my form teacher, and a few of the pupils, I was able to catch up quickly.
I was working hard before the entrance exam. We had an entrance exam about January before the September we started. When I got the results, it was an amazing feeling to be here at this school, and I was so proud of myself for the work I put in. There's nothing to worry about really. The whole day is really relaxing and you get to play sport as well, so it's not too much of a deal.
Luckily, I joined along with a bunch of other people my age and I was able to get along with them since we had something in common. They introduced me to some friends they already knew in the school, and I got along with their friends too.
Before I came in, I knew a few people from my rugby team outside of school, but when I got in, I was obviously very nervous. But my friends that I met on the first day are still one of my best friends today, so they're really helpful as well as the teachers have. On the first day, the form tutor was really helpful. She asked us any questions if you were worried about anything, and she made it really enjoyable to be at Merchant Taylors.
There's lots of opportunities to do well musically and technically in Merchant Taylors. I have started studying piano, and I've learnt a lot from the tutor.
I'm part of the school rugby and cricket team. Yeah, I really enjoy my sport as well, so any sport is great. My favourite subject's probably art. I like art. I think myself as a creative person, and I like English as well. I love creative writing as well. I like to express my feelings onto paper. I'm part of the Eco Committee at our school. I've been there since the beginning, and I've met quite a few people there. Since starting the Eco Group, we've accomplished a lot. Earlier last year, we were granted the Silver Award, and we're working towards our Green Flag Award. We've inspired a bunch of other schools as well, including the Merchant Taylors Girls' School and the Junior School, to get involved with the Eco Committee, and they're going to work towards their Silver Award as well. So my brother and sister came to Merchant Taylors, and they really loved it. Also on the opening days, we felt a warm environment, and so that's why we chose Merchant Taylors. Obviously the school is a great environment.
Even though I started this school late, I was able to feel at home and comfortable around others very quickly. They were very inviting, and I was able to get along well.
On this video we can't really feel it, but honestly, the whole school, the teachers, the people, the students, everyone, even the groundsmen, they're really nice people and makes you welcome really quickly as well.
I'm Mr. Andrews. I'm the Deputy Head Academic at Merchant Taylors Boys' School. Here at Merchants, we aspire to be an ambitious community of learners. This means that not only do we pride ourselves on academic excellence in terms of exam results, but we place great emphasis on the process of learning. We help the boys to understand how to learn, how to be successful in what they do in the classroom and beyond. Curriculum at Merchants in Year 7 and 8 is deliberately broad. We offer the usual suite of subjects alongside 2 modern foreign languages and a classical language. As well as this, the boys are able to study a full range of performing and creative arts, so music, drama, art and product design. Curriculum narrows before GCSE, and most boys would typically study 9 GCSEs. There is an opportunity for the boys on an accelerated maths programme to take 10 GCSEs. So they would take their GCSE in maths a year early and then follow a further maths equivalent GCSE course in their Year 11 year. All boys are expected to study maths, English language, English literature, a language, humanity and at least one of the sciences. And beyond that, there are a range of choices that boys can take for their GCSE programme. We have subjects like business, classical civilization, ancient Greek, Latin. There is the possibility to take 8 GCSEs for those boys that have timetabled learning support. They take one fewer option and receive tuition and help from experts within the learning support department based on their own individual learning needs. At A level, the typical offering is 3 subjects with the opportunity of studying an EPQ. EPQ is an extended project qualification and gives the opportunity to pursue an area of academic interest of their choosing, and it helps them in terms of their academic writing, their research and the process of academic inquiry. There is a possibility of taking 4 A levels in certain scenarios, and those would typically be where further maths was involved. Maths, further maths and 2 other subjects. So the Learning Support Department here at Merchants supports boys with their academic study right the way through the school, from Year 7 all the way to the upper 6th. That type of support takes place in 2 forms. One is timetabled intervention, so the boys would follow a slightly reduced programme in order to come out of lessons, be taught in small classes within the Learning Support Department. The second form that takes is a weekly or fortnightly one-to-one class with a member of the Learning Support Department. That would be on top of the boys' usual timetable. So Merchants is known locally for its academic excellence. The boys here achieve strongly in external examinations. Over half of grades at GCSE were graded 9, 8 or 7, the equivalent of the old A-star A grades. At A-level, almost 70% of our grades are A-star A or B. And the fact that boys here at Merchants not just achieve highly, but they also make significantly better progress than elsewhere in the country is a fact that we're incredibly proud of. So the current pandemic has offered many challenges to schools around the country. Now at Merchants, we're pleased with what we've been able to offer. So far, since the school campus closed, over 9,000 lessons have taken place online. No one knows what September will look like, but in some ways, it might well be a blended learning approach, to use the words of the government. And that would involve some schooling here on the school campus and some remote learning at home. At Merchants, we feel confident that we will continue to develop and progress our remote learning programme so that we are able to offer an excellent standard of education wherever the boys are. So I realised that during these times, it's quite difficult to see and feel what a Merchants education might look like, given that you can't visit us and walk around the school and see classes in action. But I'd be delighted to talk to individual families to explore this conversation further, so please do make contact.
Hi, my name is Neil Hunt. I am the head of lower school here at MTBS. I am fortunate to be part of a very friendly school community, which is designed to help you to achieve your personal best. Your happiness and well-being are our #1 priorities here at Merchants. We always set out with the aim of producing well-educated and well-rounded young men. We fully expect our pupils to work hard, and we believe that a good education is a journey of discovery that is to be enjoyed and one that challenges you to be the best that you can be. We want all of our students to take advantage of every opportunity, whether it be in sport, music, drama, or many of the other exciting clubs and activities on offer. And this gives them an excellent foundation for success, both at school and beyond. I am so fortunate to be surrounded by such an amazing group of talented young men here at Merchants. Not just talented academically, but talented people. They're the sort of lads who embrace every new thing and step up to every challenge. As I'm sure you know, Merchants Taylors has a reputation for high standards, both in terms of our exam results and our behaviour. And this is based on our wonderful relationship and a relationship that has been fostered over 400 years. And I always tell the boys I meet that I'm looking for 2 things from our boys. The first is that they give 100% in everything they do. That's all we can ask here at Merchant Taylors, whether it's in the French vocab test or on the sports field. And I have to say that the work ethic amongst our boys is absolutely first rate here at MTBS. The second thing, I know it may sound a little bit corny, but it's kindness. There isn't enough of it in the world, but I have to say that this is, without doubt, the kindest school I've ever worked in. Our mission here at MTBS is the pursuit of excellence, combined with a passionate concern for each individual. We are a community and we know our boys well. That's one of our key strengths here at the school. One of the things we put a huge focus on here at Merchant Taylors is that transition from year 6 to year 7. We have such a wide range of boys who come to us from all over the northwest of England, and our key role and our key focus is on integration and making sure that we are a welcoming environment in that every boy will thrive and will benefit from that time in which they come into Merchant Taylors and get to meet a whole new host of friends. We have a very carefully designed curriculum which encourages boys to get involved, to try new things and to come out of their comfort zone very early on. One of the key focuses for the staff is getting boys involved, and we have icebreaker days such as our Rock and River trip, which we take all year 7 away, which is used as a team building exercise. The form tutor in the lower school is the linchpin of our pastoral system. They are the key person that you should speak to. We tend to find that our parents can email staff directly with queries, and sometimes some parents say it's only a very small query or it may seem quite trivial at the time, but please, we welcome that dialogue with parents. And very soon into the new school year, we find that our year 7s tend to be happy and busy with a range of innovative experiences and events that are designed to promote self-awareness and confidence. And if we get that right very early on in year 7, we're able to have 7 fantastic years in which your son will be happy, stretched and thrive here at this amazing school. All of the team here at MTBS are here to help you, and their contact details can be found on our website. Remember, if you are concerned about anything, regardless of how trivial it may seem, please do not hesitate to contact us.
Hi, I'm Mr. Bonfanti. I'm head of sixth form at Merchant Taylors Boys School. We are a relatively small sixth form. We have approximately 160 boys. One of the best features of Merchant Taylors Boys School is the size of the classes. They are small, which means boys and teachers have a special relationship. And there's a great family feel and community about the school. Boys and teachers know each other really, really well. A lot of boys that come to Merchant Taylors have high aspirations. We have a full range of aspirations from all our boys, whether it's medicine, dentistry, veterinary science, as well as the traditional courses of law, economics, business studies. A lot of pupils like the sport that we offer. So every Wednesday, they can do a whole range of activities from rugby, cricket, hockey, as well as community service. So for the boys that are non-sporty, they can actually get out there in the community, help local schools. So we have lots of boys who offer their time to the local community. Many of our sixth form boys have responsibilities and leadership roles, whether it's in the CCF. Another big area that many sixth form boys get involved is in the drama of the school, in productions. No matter what your interests are, you can get involved in lots of different activities, whether it's taken on responsibility with the younger students. So we have lots of our sixth form boys who help out in clubs. They go to chemistry club or science club, and they actually take on those roles of conducting the activities, helping the teachers, and they really enjoy that interaction with the younger boys. One of my responsibilities is I'm in charge of PSHE. So every Friday I get outside speakers to come in and we talk about a whole range of issues related to mental health for our boys. What you will find here, a very welcoming community. The boys are very friendly and will help you in the classroom or outside the classroom. The staff and your sixth form tutors are very welcoming and friendly. There's always somebody here to help you, whether it's a sixth form tutor or myself or any part of the sixth form team. And we also do have a counselling service available for anybody who wants to talk. One of the features that I find about Merchant Taylors sixth form that I'm really proud of is the individualised help that each boy gets. So along with myself, Mrs. Me and your form tutors, all our boys go to a place that they really are happy with, whether that's a university of their aspirational choice or an apprenticeship, or they go into the world of work. Another really important feature of the school since I've been here is how our boys are aspirational. They have really high ambitions. You can see it in the excellence that is conducted by our teaching staff as well as other boys around them. They learn from each other. Many of the boys develop lifelong friends. Those friendships last forever. When boys leave Merchant Taylors Boys School, they do come out as well-rounded individuals. It makes me proud to see them as a merchant's man.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Me. I work across both the boys and the girls' school, delivering UCAS and careers support. So we work with students from years 7 all the way through to 13. So that might be with careers talks during PSHE, researching careers, work experience, mentoring with alumni. We run an annual networking breakfast for our current upper six to help them with their next steps. We do mock interviews with all current lower six, and that's to support with university, but also looking at careers and transition there. Every year we run a joint school annual careers fair. That tends to be in October, and that's for students through years 9 to upper six. We normally have around 100 exhibitors, and we also have opt-in sessions which cover popular career choices for our students. We tend to cover a range of careers at that event, from the creative industries through media all the way to sort of medicine, veterinary science, law. In sixth form we offer lots of support for students because we're aware not all students will want to access university. So we deliver sessions on apprenticeships and other next steps advice. We do have a large number of students that do still want to go to university, so we have a UCAS programme in place to support them with their destinations. We have really good relationships with most of the Russell Group. Our students tend to access a real wide variety of courses and universities. We have a lot of students that want to access competitive courses, and we'll support them with their applications, so whether that's preparing them for interview, MMI interviews for our medics, and they will access those competitive courses across a range of universities in the UK, including ones such as Imperial, Oxford and Cambridge, and also Liverpool University, our local Russell Group university. We're incredibly lucky that we've got a really close relationship with our alumni, and they come back in and deliver sessions to students about their careers and the options that they took, and also the pathways that they access to allow them to get to where they are now. Our alumni are also very, very keen to mentor our current students to support them on a one-to-one. We also have professionals coming in, such as alumni that have accessed law as a career, and they've delivered mooting sessions and supported students in their applications as well, so there's a really wide variety. The creative industries have grown in popularity recently, and we've had students access courses at UAL, a very competitive university for the arts in London. To tie into the competitive application side of things, we offer our students a range of super curricular activities which support their applications but also add breadth and depth to their studies. So we will run masterclasses, we enter law competitions, there's a finance competition we offer every year just to offer students something slightly different and to give them some content for their personal statements. All students will come to us at a different phase of where they currently are and where they want to go, so we'll support them with bespoke care to get them to where they want to be.
My name is Mr. Daniel Williams. I'm the Deputy Head here at Merchant Taylors Boys, and my role involves me overseeing all of the pastoral care as well as the safeguarding that goes on here at the Senior Boys School. Pastoral care is something that we take very seriously here. We believe that happy boys will learn well, and they'll also interact very much more productively, and they're also much more likely to have a positive learning experience. Pastoral care is all about knowing boys well and having honest, trusting, open relationships between staff, boys and parents, so that they can emerge as confident, reliable, resilient, compassionate merchants men. Boys will see their form tutors twice a day for registration and 3 times a week for form periods or for PSHE. So they have plenty of contact. They get to know each other really well, and they get to know each other very quickly. For example, we have a team in Year 7 who are very experienced at inducting boys into the senior school and guiding them through their first year as a Merchant Taylors pupil. So I've got Charlie with me. Charlie is a member of Year 10 and has been a pupil at the senior school for the very best part of 4 years. And I thought I'd ask Charlie about some of the relationships that you have had with the form tutors whilst you've been here.
Yeah, so really it's just a friendly face that is familiar around the school, especially in the early years. It's just that familiarity between, you know, your form tutor and yourself. Also, they're very good for asking questions, any questions you have, whether it be with work or how to get around the school or what lesson you've got next. They're always there to lay a helping hand.
So we divide the school into 3 sections. We have a lower school comprising years 7, 8 and 9. We have a middle school with years 10 and 11, and of course the 6th form. Overseeing each of the sections of the school, we have a group tutor. These are experienced pastoral leaders with specific training in safeguarding, and they can steer and guide all of the pastoral work that goes on within their team, making sure that it's absolutely specific to the needs of the boys at that particular age. An essential component of the pastoral support we have on offer is our PSHE curriculum. That's personal, social and health education. Much of the PSHE curriculum is delivered by form tutors who already have a very good working relationship with their tutees. So Charlie, I'm wondering if you might be able to tell us a little bit about anything that has stuck with you from the PSHE sessions that you had with your form tutors.
Yeah, so the PSHE lesson, I do remember in Year 9, we talked a lot about mental health and like the male stigma that, you know, we don't show our feelings and, you know, we kind of bottle it up inside, which is wrong, you know, and talking about it frequently made it like it's not just me that feels that way, or it's you know, everybody feels the same way, and we should be able to share our feelings. And I think talking about it frequently throughout the 4 years makes it a normality more than something that you feel ashamed of, maybe.
So we also have a full-time school counsellor who is available to conduct one-to-one sessions with boys, and she provides expert support and guidance as and when the boys need it. A particular strength of the pastoral support which we offer is the advice and guidance available to younger boys from our older students. We call them peer supporters. Our peer support system's been running for a number of years now, and it involves allocating a small group of boys in Year 7 to a pair of sixth formers who have been specifically trained in how to guide them. So I hope this gives you a flavour of the way in which pastoral care works at Merchant Taylors Boys' School. As I said in my introduction, it's something that we take very seriously, as it's important to the development of every boy. Happy boys thrive in all aspects of their life, within school, but also outside of the school gates. Please do see our website for more information, and do not hesitate to contact me at school if I can be of any further help.
Hello, my name is Mr. Green. My role is Assistant Head, Co-Curricular and Planning. We have a range of extracurricular activities. This year we've had over 40 clubs and societies running. Some of these activities are activities which will involve boys from different year groups, so there'll be a lot of vertical grouping and where boys can learn from some of the older boys and again sort of aspire to what they may become in the future.
Regarding extracurricular, I've done a lot of music, so I'm very into that. I play the drums and I've been doing it for a couple of years now. It's given me much more confidence. When I was in Year 7, I was like quite quiet. I wasn't really up to anything. In Year 8, I joined a band, and it's just helped me with so much opportunities.
Other activities, for example, the Cadet Force, which you'll have heard about, clubs and societies do allow boys to take on leadership roles. And I think that's really important in developing their character, putting them into a position where they're having to work beyond their comfort zone. I think is really important, and that certainly builds up their resilience. This year, we've introduced things like photographic competition, we have house quizzes, debating, and then a whole raft of different sport events which will run throughout the year. This current year, we've had over 100 trips running, overseas trips happening each year.
I've been on a couple academic trips as well as voluntary, and it's just so much fun. We go to many different places. Then academic-wise, we went to geography on a river trip, and Latin we went to London, and it's really interesting. You're just there with your mates to have fun, really, or learn something you didn't know. In the Latin London trip, we went to see the Magna Carta. It's like rather than coming back and telling everyone about it, you can go, we did this. It again strengthens that bond of friendship.
We have a very strong Duke of Edinburgh cohort. Duke of Edinburgh system has been running for at least 30 years. As a scheme, it's fantastic and gives boys lots of opportunities. It pushes them beyond their comfort zone. We train the boys through a programme that will ultimately lead them to going out on expedition, having to walk or do some sort of activity, camp overnight and fend for themselves, cooking for themselves. And you know, those are quite challenging activities, and it's certainly something that universities will look very favourably on.
I learned to cook some things because I couldn't cook before. Simple things like map reading, knowing where you are, your sense of direction, to rely on yourself but also others, trusting others, trust they know what they're doing and where they're going. You've got the opportunity to do D.A.V., you've got the opportunity to get that gold, which is hard to get, and most universities look at it because it requires dedication.
The Friday afternoon activity programme which we have, the way the programme will work is that in Years 7 and 8, the boys will engage in a carousel of activities. Boys will then opt into a variety of activities which they would like to do.
The Friday afternoon activity group is great because there's opportunity to do several activities, ranging from sport to drama. You can learn new skills that maybe you wouldn't learn inside a normal classroom.
We're really looking forward to you joining the school. My hope is that you will really sort of engage with a variety of things. And I think it's certainly true, the more you put in and the more effort and time you devote to doing a variety of activities, and the more you'll get out of it. And I think it will make you as a person stronger, more confident. Over time, you will make new friends and learn lifelong skills.
I'm Major Irwin, and I am the Contingent Commander of Merchant Taylors School's Combined Cadet Force. The Combined Cadet Force is a youth organisation. Pupils from both schools, the girls' school and the boys' school, have the opportunity to join at the start of Year 9. We currently have over 250 cadets, girls and boys, across the two schools. We currently have all three sections of the Armed Forces. We have the Royal Navy section, we have the Army section, and we also have the RAF section. Our boys and girls, our cadets, get a tremendous amount out of being part of the CCF. The idea of joining the CCF is to take pupils out of their comfort zone, to have the opportunity to try things that necessarily they may not have tried in the past. We teach them the basics of what would be a basic military training and a military course. Throughout the year, dependent upon the section you join, we have training days. We give them a 24-hour ration pack, what members of the Armed Forces use to survive on. We give them basically tarpaulin, they're called bashers, ground sheets, and they'll make a basher out of a ground sheet and they sleep out underneath the stars. It's very important to them that when you do your training, it's not all military based. That 60% of your training is what we call adventure training. So you do navigation exercises, you'll do raft building, you'll go on climbing walls. So it's all very much to do with outdoor pursuits, taking you out of your comfort zone and really developing pupils as individuals. It's not a recruiting organisation. It is a youth organisation to give young people opportunities that they would not normally have. You should give CCF a go in Year 9. I love to see a very shy, unconfident pupil joining in Year 9, ending up as a head of section, leading as a very confident, enthusiastic, dedicated sixth former.
Hi, my name is Mr. Cook. I'm Head of Boys Games at Merchant Taylor School. At Merchant Taylors, we try and promote a friendly, fun, safe environment, and we push participation as a major side of the sporting department. In your first year, you'll get a chance to try rugby, hockey, football, gymnastics, trampolining, cross-country, swimming. The list is endless. Your challenge is to get involved as much as possible. We've got a modern sports centre that can do indoor football, badminton, indoor hockey, gymnastics, trampolining, which has been a great benefit for us. We've also got the Hall Road playing fields where we've got 6 or 7 rugby pitches. We've got an AstroTurf down that we use down at Northern Club. Sport plays a major role in school life. We've got a rich history of sporting success. You only have to walk around our sports centre to see how we celebrate our sporting history. In our core PE lessons, we look to focus on long-term athlete development, and we use the sports hall gym facilities to help develop athletes physically so they can perform to the highest level. The rugby tours recently have gone to New Zealand, South Africa, North America, and local hockey tours have gone to Barcelona and Holland. The Barcelona tour visited the new camp, and obviously there's big major links between Merchant Taylor School and Barcelona, the footballing past. The tours are great because it allows the boys to see what it's like to play in other parts of the world, and it makes them feel like they're in a professional environment. It's also great because the boys get to stand on their own 2 feet. They're away from their parents for a couple of weeks at a time, and you really see the development in them socially and physically whilst they're away. We have a close relationship with the Old Boy Network, especially former students who've gone on to play professional sport. We always try and tap into their knowledge where possible, and it's a great experience for the boys to see what the footsteps that they could follow in. Every weekend there is competitive sport played at Merchant Taylor School, and this is really good for the child's resilience, confidence and team building skills. We are one of the best schools in the region for rugby and for hockey and for football, and these are things that we're looking to push further onto a national stage. This is especially true in cricket, where in the past couple of years we've been national champions of the T40 and T20 formats. One of the highlights of the sporting calendar is Sports Day, where the majority of pupils get to take part. It normally takes place on a Saturday. It's a major event where parents come down and watch. My challenge to you when you join Merchant Taylors is to get yourself involved in as many sports as you can. I'm looking forward to seeing you as soon as possible and seeing how we can start a new sporting journey together.
Hello, I'm Mr. Harrison and I'm the Foundation Director of Music here at Merchant Taylors. You can do whatever it is that you want to do here in music. We are here to make sure that you are first of all inspired to take it to that next step, and secondly enabled to do whatever it is you want to do. So throughout the year, we'll have a whole range of different concerts going on. Throughout the week, we'll have many different ensembles going on too, ranging from swing band to concert band to smaller groups. So if you're slightly less confident and you're not quite ready for that big step of playing in front of lots of other people yet, then just come along to one of those and you will have a great time. We have a lot of different concerts throughout the year. They range from the Liverpool Philharmonic Hall, where we have speech day, and we just put on a musical extravaganza just to wow old boys and new students such as yourselves, just to show you what is possible by being part of the music community here at Merchant Taylors. Whether you have an interest in piccolo, the harp, the piano, the drum kit, whatever, if you have a passion for it, then we want to teach you. The only limit is your imagination. The fact is, if you have a passion for music, then this is the department for you. We're really fortunate each year to benefit from huge investment so we can get the best possible equipment for our students to use. We actually have 6 different practice rooms which you are welcome to come into anytime during the day, whether it's morning break, whether it's during lunch, whether it's after school. You're more than welcome to come in and better yourself as a musician. In addition to that, we also have the iMac suite, which has got 14 state-of-the-art Macs in there with the latest musical software to ensure that you have got every opportunity possible to push yourself and give yourself that edge over anyone else who hasn't got access to the industry standard. Performing is not exclusive to music. Whether you decide to go on to be a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, whatever, chances are at some point in your career, you are going to have to put across information from yourself to an audience. And that is one of the many skills which music will teach you. In addition to that, and this is one of the key things which you need to keep in mind when you're doing music, is resilience. There is nothing more important than resilience. And whether you go on to be a musician, whether you go on to be a pilot, whether you go on to be whatever your wildest dreams want you to be, being able to learn from your mistakes is a skill that will take you very far indeed. And that's why you should learn music.
So hello, I'm Miss Gregson-Burt. I'm the Head of Drama at Merchant Taylors Schools. Students can take it from year 7 at the moment right up until year 13. There's also a drama provision in the primary school as well. They can get involved in all sorts of different activities as well as curriculum drama lessons which happen every week. Students can get involved in productions which happen every term, and they're done as joint school productions, so with the boys and girls working together. The most recent one was in the autumn term where we had Hairspray with a cast of around 110 involved in all sorts of roles on stage and backstage as well, because we do encourage both parts of the subject, the technical side as well as the performance side. The ethos behind drama at the school really is to build the pupils' confidence, but also to take into account that whatever job you go into, whatever working environment you're going to do, you have to present, you have to be confident, you have to be able to speak clearly. We are lucky at this school to have had many professional actors, directors, stage managers come here, and that's something that obviously we want to carry on. We embrace the arts at this school. At the boys' school, we have a group of boys at the moment who every Friday in their afternoon sessions, they are learning the skills behind using a lighting desk, using a sound desk, and when we did Hairspray, they manned the whole show. We do have a lot of professionals within the arts, so we have stage managers who work for the West End who come and work with the students to teach them those techniques. At the girls' school, it's a similar story, and the girls get involved backstage as well, learning those same techniques. So a lot of the girls want to get involved in fashion, and a lot of the times they are building the costumes, making the costumes, designing the costumes that the performers are actually wearing on stage themselves. Extracurricular-wise, there's so many different activities the students can get involved in. I've already talked a bit about the technical side of the subject, but also from a performance point of view, we have Lambda courses that run at both schools. These allow pupils to learn monologues that they can perform or take it as a duologue. That can take them right up the grades as far as grade 8, and it actually gives them those all-important UCAS points. As well as that, we're quite lucky to work alongside the National Theatre. We're involved in the National Theatre Connections programme. When you join in Year 7, you'll have access to weekly drama lessons. As well as that, you can also take part in drama clubs, which happen throughout the week in school. We've been quite lucky in that we've also get contacted by some production companies. We have links with Netflix, for instance. They came back in the autumn to audition the pupils at the girls' and the boys' school from all ages, from Year 7 right to 6th form. And we've been really fortunate that 3 of our children, 1 of the boys and 2 of the girls, have actually been shortlisted, and they're down to the last 16 now. I know some of you might not have done drama at all at your primary schools, or only really heard about it a little bit and not really been involved, whereas some of you will be born performers. But really, whatever level you are at, it's all about having some fun and having some enjoyment. You get to mix with your friends, like-minded people, and it's all about building that confidence. I would never ask you to do anything drama lessons I wasn't fully willing to do myself. And equally, that there's so many different parts to the subject that there really is something to suit everybody and any interests that you might have. So just give it a go and enjoy it.
My name's Lindsay and I'm the school counsellor. I work both Merchant Taylors Boys School, Merchant Taylors Girls School and Stanfield. The students at Merchant Taylors are incredibly fortunate in that their personal well-being is very much at the forefront, and that's in a holistic manner, both academically, socially, mentally and emotionally. We're really lucky here in that students can self-refer. So all they need to do is email me directly at the boys' school or the girls' school, so they have to be senior age to self-refer. The referral process there is either through parents or through staff. So staff might identify children that are perhaps struggling in some way, and that could be self-confidence, it could be self-esteem, it could be that they're feeling a little bit anxious but don't quite know how to communicate, that don't really understand the feelings of what that represents. So they would then have a conversation with me, and a referral would be put in alongside parental consent. It's very person-centered, and what that means is I'm very much alongside whoever it is that I'm working with their best interests at heart. The counselling service here is strictly confidential, and to elaborate on that, I don't talk to tutors, teachers, I don't talk to other pupils, I don't talk to managers. I do have external clinical supervision where I'll talk about caseloads, but otherwise it's strictly between me and the student. The caveat, of course, to that is safeguarding. So if there was a safeguarding concern whereby the student told me that they were at risk of harm or at risk of harming somebody else, then I would, of course, break confidentiality, but otherwise it's just between me and the person. I feel one of the benefits of counselling, and one of the benefits particularly of Merchant Taylors employing an external person that's not a teacher, specifically just for counselling, is that I have no idea about the students that I'm going to meet and work with. I have no preconceived judgments. I don't see them in a particular way, nor do they see me in a particular way. For them, it's a place to be free. I understand and I recognise how difficult it is to be able to kind of reach out. But my advice would be just send me an email. I'll respond straight away and then we'll meet. That's the hardest part really, is just press and send. But once that's done, generally, whatever the feeling has been diminishes to an extent.
My name's Lisa Connor and I look after the Alumni and Development Office here at school. We have a thriving and very engaged alumni community at Merchant Taylors. When you come to the school, you're not just coming to the school for the 7 or 14 years of your time here, you are part of the Merchant Taylors community for life.
I am an old girl, which means that I am an alumni of the girls' school, and all the girls that come to Merchant Taylors become old girls, belong to the Alumni Association. And it's a really vibrant association. We provide social networking, we provide career opportunities, mentoring, financing opportunities. We support old girls in their endeavours. We've sent some sixth form students to work with NASA and with Model G20 Summit. So it's a really vibrant society, and it means that once you're a Merchant's girl, you have that support system for life.
We're incredibly lucky that we've got a really close relationship with our alumni, and they come back in and deliver sessions to students about their careers and the options that they took, and also the pathways that they access to allow them to get to where they are now. As an old girl of the school, it was an absolute privilege to be able to come back and access the same supportive atmosphere, but in my professional career.
We have a close relationship with the Old Boy Network, especially former students who've gone on to play professional sport. We always try and tap into their knowledge where possible, and it's a great experience for the boys to see what the footsteps that they could follow in.
When I go to Old Boys dinners, they have such fond memories of the school. They go into all kinds of walks of life, all the way from business in London, or if they're in America, driving a company. Our boys are all over the globe.
They do a whole range of things, from providing funding to pupils who are doing perhaps special projects or trips abroad, but they also put on a whole range of events through the year.
Our alumni are also very, very keen to mentor our current students, to support them on a one-to-one basis, to allow them to access what they had access to and to show them the routes available.
Old Boys are so keen to give back to the school, to talk about what they've done at university, the early stages of their career, and they want to give advice to the sixth formers, pertinent, relevant advice.
I have very fond memories of my time at school, and I feel that Merchant Taylors prepared me for my adult life and for my teaching career. I'm proud to still be part of the Merchant Taylors family, as a member of staff and as an old boy of the school.
When I came to Merchant, there was a real sense of community, and my parents sent me here because they believed it was the best school that would get the best out of me to help me be the best version of who I could be. And I'm back here teaching because I feel the same way. All the staff in the staff room are committed to the development of every individual. We're a family.
It shows the journey at Merchant Taylors carries on beyond school. It shows that Merchant Taylors community exists for the rest of every pupil's life. Thank you for joining us today. Of course, it's not nearly as good as coming here in person. So, when circumstances allow, we'd be only too happy to welcome you to the school, and you could meet the young men who make it such a special place to be. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone and speak to our admissions team. They'll be only too happy to talk to you, to answer your questions, and to reassure you that this really is a special place to be.